One of the things I noticed in the score that it evolves, but I notice like a clock sound. And I'm wondering if that's just my interpretation of the percussion, or were clocks on your mind?
So, I mean, there's a lot of ticking, and it's, they're not literal clocks, but, I think in part because, the show does take its time to reveal things. It definitely needed a sense of propulsion throughout, and just for the viewer to be reminded that that all of these things are sort of headed in one direction, and so I think that the propulsion, in a lot of episodes, I think really helped to build a sense that the show is kind of building towards something, and maybe helps things feel stitched together and not just floating or ponderous or a collection of interesting scenes.
The momentum's driving a lot with that score, and it feels like the ticking, the clock, it did something to me that it really helped create more intensity as the show got on.
That's good. I mean, and I'll say that a key player in all of this is my sound designer Chris Lane, who he built me a lot of. He built me a lot of like a library of tickers. He built me a library of percussive loops.
That's awesome.
That, and then also, particularly for episode 8 and 9, where things start to get really propulsive, this library of low percussive loops that could really drive action while sitting under dialogue, and that became a really critical feature of that music, and really, they were built with episode 9 in mind, but really started to get seeded through the show early on, and a really important part of the musical palette.